Good evening from New York. I'm David Begnaud. This is our Western edition. We are going to begin in Southern California. Today, the strongest earthquake in 20 years hit that region. Buildings shook. People felt it from Los Angeles all the way to Las Vegas. It was a magnitude 6.4 quake. Carter Evans is at a hospital near the epicenter in Ridgecrest, California, which is northeast of Los Angeles. Carter, I know homes caught fire there. Was anyone hurt, though?
David, there were some injuries, but authorities aren't saying to what extent right now. We know there aren't any deaths reported, and the hospital behind me is not dealing with any earthquake-related injuries. Let me step out of the way and show you. It is somewhat of a triage situation right now. They've been evacuating patients, some in wheelchairs. This is the part of town that was hit the hardest. The strongest shaking was felt here, and they have to assess the hospital for structural and other damage. Residents near the epicenter here in Ridgecrest were hardest hit by the magnitude 6.4 quake. The jolt caused this house to go up in flames. Items flew off the shelves in supermarkets, and broken bottles littered the floor of this liquor store. The people who were in here say it was shaking hard. The shelves were rocking back and forth. Bottles were falling onto the ground. You could see wine and beer all over the floor here. And check in the stockroom over here. It took a lot of shaking to do that.
I was about half a foot from getting hit in the head with a glass cup falling from the humidor right there.
Some roads are cracked and there are widespread power outages.
We still have no power. Yeah, just a lot of broken stuff.
Seismologist Lucy Jones says strong shaking could continue.
We will continue to be having a lot of aftershocks. This probably has about a 1 in 20 chance that this is not the largest event within the sequence.
Oh my gosh, I got so scared.
The quake was felt more than 100 miles away in Los Angeles. This is how we first learned about today's massive earthquake.
It's still going. You guys don't stand over those lines.
The anchors for our Los Angeles station, KCBS, were also caught off guard.
Wait, what's going on?
Are you serious?
Your first earthquake.
Ceiling lights swayed and water sloshed in backyard pools across the LA region. This was the largest quake to rock Southern California since 1999, an eerie reminder of the 1994 Northridge quake. The magnitude 6.7 shaker, centered near the city of LA, killed at least 60 people and caused billions of dollars in damage. Luckily, this one was much farther away from the most populated areas. Experts say, though, this should be a wake-up call for Californians.
This has been an extremely quiet, abnormal time. This type of earthquake is much more normal.
The mayor here in Ridgecrest has declared a state of emergency. This was a pretty large earthquake. Some of the strong shaking was felt as far away as Las Vegas, and we're still feeling some shaking. We just felt an aftershock that lasted about 10 seconds here a few minutes ago. That has been going on all day. And David, I should mention, it is hot out here. Triple-digit temperatures, more than 100 degrees, and power is out for half this community. So you can imagine how tough it is for a lot of people without air conditioning.
Talk about now, Carter, Southern California has an earthquake warning system that people can actually put an app on their phone, but there was no alert that went out today, right? What happened with that?
There was no alert that went out. The system was working. It was just designed to send out an alert if shaking stronger than 5.0 is expected in Los Angeles. In Los Angeles, the shaking was 4.5, not enough to trigger that alert, David.
Got it. Carter Evans, thank you for the answer.